So I was just looking up at the clouds. Oh, let me hold on a second here. Pretty much what I'm looking at there. Just looking up at the clouds, moving shit, and just thinking like, if this is a simulation, what if it's a simulation? Well, not if this is a simulation, but wouldn't it be something that people would do, or beings would do, or consciousness would do, like if say humans figured out a video game that was so realistic and it had some kind of haptic suit that was state of the art that no one figured out, like, why didn't we do it this way or something? And it's just like crazy, right? And you can slip into it and forget your old life. That's how good it is. But it doesn't happen because you have your memories and stuff and you know how to exit the game, right? You know, beforehand. It would be a rule, like, I'm sure it'd be some kind of federal rule or something. But wouldn't there be the group of people that would like to play around with getting people in there that don't know? Like trying to kind of trap people in the video game and not give them the way to escape. Smack mess with their memories and then get them in there or something. Wouldn't there be? I know there'd be people trying to do that. And so you can populate this video game with real people. All the NPCs are real people. And it would be illegal, right? It'd be some kind of like illegal ring. You know, underground thing. Damn, man. Should be writing these into books or something. You know, I don't mind just spewing my shit. You know, give me credit for it if you make $1 billion on some awesome book, though. Give me some money, too. No, whatever. But I just find that really interesting, right? Because you know they would do it. Someone that would be like a thing that a certain kind of quality of human would want to do. You know, there'd be like a warehouse full of people, kind of like the Matrix. Oh boy. Anyway, so that was a thought. Then now I lean more in the way as yes, it's an illusion, it's a simulation, but we are it, and we're creating it ourselves. It's more simple and all-encompassing and refined than all that. But within that creation, we could create a reality where I just said what would happen. But I find it so hard. Oh God, I got a burp. Oh no, 1 second. All right, guess that's acceptable. Sometimes it just come up, I guess. What was I saying? Yeah, well, that would happen, but I find it very hard. They're creating some kind of haptic suit and game with graphics that trick us. I mean, it's getting kind of closer to it, so it's like, might change my mind on that, but not yet. But I think it might be one of those things too. Like maybe if something like that happens, it turns like into a complete timeline blossoming shift or some kind of crazy like offshoot of reality, because you're kind of like you're creating something as refined as you are within yourself, and I'm sure that's some kind of like no or something, or like it wouldn't work, or if it did work, it would just be like a natural kind of like you wouldn't even know it happened. Like it would already be done. It would already be done. You know, kind of like how we find ourselves. You know, it's very. I don't know. This is some of the stuff that goes around in my head. I don't know about you. Imagine like when you go into a game and you forget to look at how to get out of it for some reason, and it's so realistic that the getting out of it is some kind of thing you would not think about, and so you're trapped in this with this headset on in some kind of suit that you can't, you know, because the game's supposed to be hyper realistic or something, some kind of integration into your own nervous system that you need to know the way to get out. That's kind of creepy, man. But then, what if like the people in the simulation were having a better time than the people in the real world? Just in case if we weren't the universe and all that stuff kind of thing, or maybe they haven't figured it out yet, right? And so the people in the real world, like fuck, they're just having a grand time in there. They get all their needs met, and they're just living it up. Their bodies are still, they made it so that their bodies still stay good, like I figured out, right? And maybe they don't even age. They figure that out after the fact. They rush the shit to the sales floor, and then they figure out years later these people aren't aging in these warehouses. They can come. It's time travel. Oh my god, it would be kind of time travel. You can always bring a person inside the simulation that knows the way to get out. But he would try to tell them, but it would seem like something they couldn't even grasp. Like, what? 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 It's about your focus and feeling? What? No, that would be funny. Interesting stuff. Now, in one way, it's more of a doom kind of way. You start to feel like, oh man, what if we are really trapped? But we are trapped because we trap ourselves, right? So what is it, worse, bad, less worse because it's ourselves? If you are all there is, and you trap yourself in some kind of thing that you have a hard time figuring out, you're trapped. There's nothing else out there. It's just you. You're trapped. Is it better because it's you doing it? I don't think so. If you're the only one that's around, there's no outside to you, and you trap yourself, and you can't figure it out. That's kind of dire, right? So you have to split off a partition of yourself that always knows. And I think fractally, that's what happens. Just fractal nature. That's just what happens anyway. Every piece has the information of the whole embedded in that piece, no matter how small or micro or macro. So, it all works out. And people waking up from the simulation, going outside the warehouse and be like, oh yeah, what year is it? God, 40 years have passed? Well, damn, I think I'm going to go back in there for another 4 years till this blows over. No, because then you could just blow up the warehouses that have the people. Then all the NPCs in the game will just all of a sudden seem a little bit stupider. Like, what's going on here? This game doesn't. What if they're doing it to have real NPCs that are real humans so that they can trick a different group of people to stay in there? And it's not the people getting tricked into being NPCs that's the real problem. It's another thing where they live in there and the NPCs are so real that they believe it's real life and that they don't create their reality. Huh. Or not. I mean, who knows? I'm just spitballing here. I'm so happy that life seems better now. That seems stupid. Not stupid. That seems just too general. Life seems worth it now. Once you really figure out or really get an understanding how powerful you are and what you're really going on, what we're doing to ourselves, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's like they say that meme, well, is it worth it? Blah, 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 blah. And like, yeah, if you're strong enough, it's worth it. Whatever. The Men in Black thing. It is worth it. And a stupid cliche, it'll get better. It gets better. It does get better. I hate these cliches too, but they're true. Why do they gotta be true? That's the way the universe works. It would be that way. And it's just so cool to be. It's like you have eyes of almost like a kid again, but better, because things are marvelous and fantastic, right? But you come in as a kid and things are marvelous and fantastic, probably because you still got some residual knowing of source in you, because you just popped out for a few years and you haven't got indoctrinated yet, depending on where you grew up in your culture. But also because, it's a blooming, buzzing confusion. It's like, what the hell, what is this? And you got space and walking, so it's like, wow, this is craziness. And you just have a grand old time. I'm thinking 4 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old. Just poking things and jiggling things, and what the fuck? But then you get fucked over, you get trained away, and it's all part of the plan. But what were we talking about? We aren't going to talk about that. Yeah, but now it's different, because now I still have that, where things still seem fantastic. And I'm I want to I get that childlike, but it's different because you know the levels of the world. It's a more data-filled childlike joy, because I know what I went through to come back to this, and it's not the same. It's different. It's like a more integrated version of the childlike joy, integrated into and around the indoctrinated human. creating something new, not demolishing or abolishing or shaming one, or saying one's better than the other, but integrating them and creating something new. We can build them stronger. And so, all the problems of the world, really, with all the stuff that's coming out now, the information about all the lies, right? Obviously something. It's like a giant Truman Show for the human race or something. Truman Show, it's a human show. That can't be a coincidence. A human show. I wonder if all the consciousness that are into this kind of thing kind of have to accolade a certain partition of their infinite consciousness into, being within this world here, right? And doing this kind of thing. It's like we agree to it. It's an agreement, right? To have this shared world that looks real and everything. Have this game that you come into that you might not know how the real workings of for a long, long time. But that's what we're about when we're infinite beings with no outside. What else are we gonna be fucking doing? It'll be something like this, something this fucking epic. It would have to be. What else? You know how you look at this world and you're just like, it's so crazy that something like this is going on. Whether we're flat or round, it doesn't matter. Whether my perspective, which was barely a wisp of nothing, we're just moving color, sound, and vibration. Either way, it doesn't matter. The thing that's going on, it's crazy amazing. When you look at why should this be happening at all? Why is this a thing? Can it just be nothing? Right? Why does it? It's just amazing. And so, and that's us. It's us. That's what we're doing. Why wouldn't it be this amazing? If we were the only thing there was forever, and we never started, and we never began. Wait, that's the same thing. And we never started, and we never ended. Or at least been around so long that we just stopped caring about it. Maybe we did want to know at one point. But we've been around for, say, the biggest number you can think of, years, and now we're like, fuck it, Fuck it. That's probably the universe's full trust mode. It's probably its only thing. Man, what if I end? Well, I wouldn't know it, so it'd be all right. I'm just gonna have to be full trust mode. I've been around this for so long, I'm just not gonna end. Or maybe we really do remember that we never started and don't end. I don't know. Also, walking is very important. I can see how you can tie walking, because I just walked a long distance. Someone probably wouldn't walk to go to the little store, but it's a whole thing, I hate sitting at the house and being bored, but you go do something like that, and then it's a thing that you're doing. It's a trip, it's a journey, and it's different. It's a whole, and I can see people walk around with backpacks, and you might think they're homeless or bum, but some of them might not be. They just learn to integrate just kind of walking. And I think walking also gives the universe more to latch onto your life, to kind of move chess pieces around for you, to change things for you. The actual act of walking. There's something about it with timing. I think the universe likes it better with the timing and all things like that, if that makes sense. There's something to it. I can see me getting rid of the bus and whatever, and just having pretty much the same life, but I'm walking, and get all my exercise. But then there's also always, rain, inclement weather, things like that. But that comes with timing too. It looks rainy today and just rained, but it cleared up right when I went. I'm sure I'm probably going to go outside or something and it's going to start raining again. But I've been having that timing lately, to where I try to just say, all right, universe, I'm bringing my raincoat, but I expect not to use it though, because why would you want to get me wet? You're a pretty little baby. All right, anyway.